This is Rezan Murad, and I'm going to show you a calculator I've made in C++. First, I start by including IOStream, which is my source code, and then I include math_h. This allows me all the math functions, and I define pi, which is for the sinus, cosinus, and tangents when I start coding for those. I write integer main. This is to declare my function, and then I write using namespace std so that it recognizes every time I use namespace, and so it's not necessarily for me to write std cout in front of every namespace. So I have a char key here equals to 0, and I have a long double screen value equals to 0.0 and number equals to 0.0. This is declaring that my screen value is 0.0, and I'm using a long double because it has a bigger accuracy. I have another variable here, which I'm declaring int result and int precision equals to 0. And then I start by writing what I want to be visible on my screen. I have a C output to options, and then I have a C output to add, and subtract, multiply, divide, cosinus, tangent, sinus, and square root. So basically I've tried two things here just to experiment a little bit. So since I'm new into programming, I have an int L here and I have an in here. They are actually the same thing because it just says end of line. This is just a lot shorter than the other one. And here I've tried to remove the std, and here I've just let it stay just to try some different things. I have a while statement here saying that if I press the key Q, I will not get all of these things I have typed in here, but it will make the program stop, and I have to start all over again. Then I have an output to width 20. This is telling where the values should be on the screen. I have another output saying that they should be on the right side, and this over here is basically the things I want to be shown on the screen, or output window. Then I have an input for the different keys I've made. The first one is that D. This says screen value case D screen value equals to 0.0. This is basically my delete key, meaning that every time I'm typing something in, I will get to start over again, so it doesn't just add up on what I have already written in. I'll just press D and I'll get 0.0 and start over. Break means end of function basically. So I've done that for all of the simple ones over here for my subtract, divide, and multiply. And then when I get to my cosinus, I've tried something else, which is the cosinus go to screen value multiplied pi divided by 180, so that I get the value that I want, and then I break it off. I've done that for my sinus, tangents, and cosinus, and then I get down to my modulus, which where I say an C input to number is a result equals static cast integer, so the screen value divided by number, and then I say the screen value minus static cast long double gives a result which will be multiplied with number. And then for my square root, I have to type in SR so that I can find out the square root. And I have made a case here called PO. This is C input to the number, and then it says to the power of. And then to end it all off, I have a double D, which is basically deleting decimals, and that's pretty much it. So let me show you how it all works by compiling it. So here we go. I have all the things on my screen here showing what the different things do, and then I can start by trying out my calculator. So for some reason it wants me to tell every time I have a number I want to add to another number, so it needs to know whether the first number is positive or negative. So I have to say, for example, +5 + 5 equals 10. And then, for example, -6 + 5 or plus 6 equals 10 again, but that's only because it keeps adding up to what has been already written before. So therefore I need to say D, enter, and then say minus 6 plus 6 equals 0 exactly. So that's basically it. My sinus has something to it, so it's like sinus to 30, I just get zeros, and I'm guessing I don't really know why it does that, but I guess I have to work on that as well. So yeah, that was basically it, and thank you for watching.